What's up everyone, my name is Jeff Saliba, and today in this video I'll be showing you guys techniques that I like to use to create better videos. These are the fundamental steps that I go through with every video that I make, and they don't require me to buy any extra fancy equipment, and I don't even need to have any crazy video editing skills. All I need is my camera and some practice. Hopefully these techniques that I use can also help you create better videos too. First step is to visualize. First and foremost, I want to think about the type of video I want to make. Whether it's a vlog, a cinematic, a gym edit, a travel video, I want to visualize in my head all the types of shots that I want to take. Say I want to get clips of my wife smiling, her sipping some wine, or I want to get a shot of myself walking into the abyss, or a shot of my feet. And if I have to, I'll even write down all these types of shots I want on my phone so I don't forget to shoot them when I'm on location. So the best thing that I like to do is when I'm shooting, I shoot with the intention of creating the video. Second step is lighting. Lighting is probably one of the first things that I look at when I'm on location because I want my subject to be well lit. If it's too dark, the footage will be too grainy and it'll be hard to see the subject. And if it's too bright, the image will be overexposed. If shooting outside, obviously I want to shoot when the sun is out, or even better when the sun is setting or rising so you get that orange glow. And if shooting inside, I want to be close to a window, close to the ceiling lights. An even better option is having lights that I can move around, like a lamp or a studio light, so I can shoot from basically anywhere in the house. Next is angles. I like to shoot from all different types of angles. Shooting at just one angle from eye level isn't always going to cut it. And even then, just one angle can be a little boring to watch. So I'll shoot from down low, shoot it from up high, I'll shoot it from the side, getting close, getting from afar. So I'll experiment with all these different types of angles so I have a lot to choose from and I have a lot more to work with. I also want to make sure that what I'm shooting is in the frame. With this shot right here of Yosemite Falls, if I shoot it too high, I'm getting all that blue sky that takes up most of the frame and I'll miss the waterfall. If I'm too low, then I'll just get the ground. So I want to make sure that my scene is properly framed. If shooting inside, it might be best for me to clean up the place a little bit so there's no distractions. Next is camera movement. I always want to make sure that there is movement in the shot. Movement helps create depth and emotion, and it'll also help your videos look more professional and cinematic. I'll pan from left to right, up and down, forward and backward. There's a ton of different camera movement techniques that I like to experiment with. Now, a big thing that can ruin almost any footage is shaking, because if your footage is shaking, it can be a little hard to watch. Now, the best way to avoid that is I like to keep both my hands on the camera, moving slow and steady, trying to make sure not to shake. Another thing that I like to do is I like to use a camera strap, put it around my neck, stretch it out all the way, and that'll help stabilize my hand so there's none of this shaking that's going on. Another good tip is if your camera can shoot slow motion, like 60 frames per second or higher, you can slow down that footage, and even if there's any shaking, you can probably find a good 3 or 4 seconds of stable footage. Next is sound. Sound is very important to me. Not only do I want people to see the video, I also want people to hear the video. I want them to be immersed. I want them to hear the cars, the birds, the waterfalls. I want them to feel like that they're actually there. Now, I highly recommend getting an external microphone. Now, right here is my Sony a6300. It has a little mic attached to it that I got from Best Buy. Having a microphone will allow your camera to capture the sound so much better than if you were just using the in-camera mic. This is what it sounds like when the sound is being recorded straight from the camera. As you can hear, it doesn't sound as great. You can't hear my voice that well. It's probably a little more echoey. And this is what it sounds like when the microphone is plugged back in. As you can hear, my voice sounds a little deeper, a little richer, and there's not as much echo in the room. Now, sometimes I can't get all the sounds I want. Like, say, if I want the sound of a bird chirping, I can't get up close and make a bird chirp. So things like that, I'll just find sounds online of like a bird chirping and I'll put it in the video. If I'm out shooting in the city, sometimes I might want to find sounds of police sirens, of people walking, you know, things of that nature, just to make people feel like they're actually there. Now, here's a shot of when I was out with my wife the other weekend wine tasting. When I just put music over it, it didn't sound too bad. So what I did is I went online, I found a sound effect of water being poured into a glass, because when I was recording, it didn't pick up the sound of the wine being poured. And I also went and found a sound effect of like a glass cup being hit with like a spoon or something. And when I put those in the clip, it actually sounded a lot better to me. Now quickly to wrap it all up, first I want to visualize the video, then I want to make sure I have proper lighting, then I want to make sure I'm shooting from multiple angles, then I want to make sure I have steady camera movement, and last but not least, I want to make sure that I have good sound. These techniques are some of the basics of shooting a video that I always like to keep in mind. Doesn't matter if I'm shooting with an expensive camera, GoPro, or even my phone. Now if you're watching movies or videos, you'll notice that they have all of these things mastered. These techniques apply to every type of video, and when mastered, they will set you apart from everybody else. Thank you guys for watching and seeing the process that I go through when I'm out shooting videos. Hopefully these things can help you guys when you're out making videos too. If there's anything else you guys want me to talk about or show you, please let me know. Comment, DM me, whatever. If you guys haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. Again, my name is Jeff Saliba, and I'll catch you guys later.